What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are here after Chelsea win 3-0 at West Ham. What a great performance from Chelsea, top to bottom. It was spectacular. I don't think that there was honestly anything negative you can come away with from this match. Lots of positives. We will get into it with you right here, right now. But first, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Cy Phillips Talks Chelsea. Simon has an amazing platform with everything that a Chelsea fan could want in terms of content, videos, podcasts, written blogs, match analysis. There's just about everything a Chelsea fan could want in one single platform. So go ahead to the link in the description below. Get subscribed today. Man, though, what a performance. It was really good to see Chelsea put a full 90 minutes plus in at West Ham and get a result. So let's talk about how we got there and why it went so well. Nicolas Jackson was fantastic. I don't think that us as Chelsea fans are surprised by this performance because we've seen it from him before. We've seen him do this, but it's just the consistency of it in which what we want to see improve, right? But Jackson did a little bit of everything today. His hold-up play was sensational. His finishing was great. His pressing is always very good. So it was a fully important performance from Nicolas Jackson today. Let's talk about the goals a little bit. The first one, first of all, being heady enough to understand the lethargic West Ham defense right away early in the match. Get the ball going, move it on to Sancho. Sancho sends in Jackson, and it's a cool, calm finish. Many times when we talk about Jackson's finishing, we think he feels a little rushed. He had plenty of time in this situation, and he used every second, waited for the goalkeeper to make his move, and Jackson slotted it right between his legs to get us started. The second one was a part of a beautiful build-up play in that midfield. I mean, a little 1-2 passing. Eventually, Mosies Caicedo gets it, and if you saw Nicolas Jackson in the build-up, what he was doing is he was baiting his defender to the left, just casually walking to the left, but just doing it enough to make the space in between the center backs big enough where he can make a dynamic run in between them, and Mosies Caicedo kept his head up, and he made the pass. So when a team is playing as lethargic and as slow as West Ham, it's really on you to basically put them in bad situations. And Chelsea's midfield did that, just distracting them enough while Jackson was setting up his man to get the finish, and a beautiful Trivela finish. Chelsea were up 2-0, and as many times as we've seen Chelsea take a lead into half, they've given up a goal quickly after the break. Not this time, almost instantly after the break. Chelsea go on a counterattack. Jackson lays it off for Palmer, and Palmer knocks it off the post and in. It was 3-0. Chelsea coasted the rest of the way. Got some guys some good playing time. Got Jackson off, got Palmer off, got them rested, because these games are going to start adding up now, right? We're going to have Carabao Cup action. We're going to have Conference League group stage matches coming. Premier League as always. So getting these guys any rest that you can is important. And with the deep squad that we have, especially in the attack, this was great to get guys rest, get great performances, and get off the field. I want to give a shout out to the defense as well. The defense was very good. Now, West Ham didn't really offer too much going forward, but Tosin stepping in, Levi Colwell, Marc Cucurella, Mosies Caicedo, excellent. Caicedo, to me, was the man of the match. Jackson scores the 2 goals, very deserving to get the actual man of the match, but I thought Caicedo has shown his worth in the last few weeks. His ability to just be calm in these duels, in these defensive actions, has really been the difference for me. Because when you start to look at where Caicedo was last season, it was a lot of rash challenges leading to easy free kicks, leading to yellow cards, and it just caused a problem. Caicedo is very dialed in his defensive actions now. He's moving around, his energy is up, his confidence is high, and he's playing some very good ball in the defensive third, in the midfield, and even in the attacking third, getting some good crosses. And I mean, he put a beautiful cross into Levi Colwell that Colwell knocked back to Nkunku that was saved. But Caicedo is really becoming a three-phase player, and I think for that price tag, that's expected of him. And now that he's doing it, we need to see it consistently week after week. But so far in the beginning of the season, it has been very good. Levi Colwell, another excellent performance back there. He looked very sharp. I think his leadership is kind of going into his play, right? You know, he is one of the 4 captains, so to speak, on the team that will get the armband from time to time. And Levi's done a very good job being vocal, but also following up with his play. I think having Tosin slide in next to him was a very, very good decision, moving Fofana out to right back, which we can talk about in a minute. But I thought Tosin provided security, and now you get out of that back pairing of Tosin and Cole, you get a passing range, you get aerial ability, very calm on the ball. So I was very impressed with how Maresca made that switch, and the players stepped up and actually, you know, made that switch worthwhile. Fofana at right back. I think Chelsea have a problem at right back, personally. I think if Gusto and James are not going to be healthy, I think that they will go into the January window and address that position. Simply for the point of, you know, Josh Achampong is a guy that a lot of Chelsea fans are, you know, hoping that Maresca puts in these situations, and I think he will in cup games and whatnot. But if for Premier League action, if you can't rely on Gusto or James to be there, I think when you have Fofana playing there or Disasi, I think it's just a square peg in a round hole. And you saw Somerville in the first half really attack that. That was one of West Ham's points that they want to attack at. Somerville taking Fofana one-on-one. I didn't see it to my liking. I think personally they will address that in the window if those guys can't stay healthy. If they can, all power to them. Maybe it's a system, something that we can deal with for the meantime, but that's a problem that I have personally. One maybe negative that I have coming into this is just a little bit of the Pedro Neto thing. Very choppy in terms of his performance and his minutes, and I think that's expected. A guy coming in, new system and everything, not very comfortable it looks. He did have some good moments, he had some good runs, but I'd like to see that more. I'd like that to lead to more dynamic goal creation chances and whatnot. It's early, minutes have been choppy, but we'll see how that goes. And the last thing that I want to touch on from a negative standpoint, I think Cole Palmer is getting the crap kicked out of him. He is getting fouled at every single moment. And I think Chelsea needs to stand up for that. I think the players need to stand up for that. I think the refs need to be aware of it. I think the manager and the coaching staff need to be aware of that, because if he continues to get kicked like this, he's going to get hurt. And yes, yellow cards are coming and, you know, that'll stop, but they have 11 players on the field. They will foul him. That is the game plan right now against Cole Palmer. Despite that, another goal today. He has 6 goal contributions, even with getting kicked at every single opportunity that they have. I've been really impressed with Cole to move on from that, but I worry about injury if this continues, because one bad challenge could lead to a big problem for Chelsea in the future. So they got to keep that on wraps. Overall, though, I'm very excited about where this team is headed. I think, you know, as we stand here, we are in between the middle games of the day. So Chelsea are second right now in the table, so that's exciting. Where they'll finish up at the end of the match week is a different story. But I think the best thing that we're seeing is just positivity, positive play. Players are getting along. Everyone's contributing. There is a belief in a situation that has been righted by Enzo Maresca on the training pitch, on the touchline, you know, and in the press conferences. I think he's came in and done a very, very good job on man management, right? Talking the media through things, understanding where players' roles are in the squad, and just making it very clear as day that this is how I'm going to do it, and you're just going to have to figure it out and deal with it. And I think that has been lacking. I think with so much indecision about players and who's going where, if players are leaving, players are staying, who's a part of the project, I think Chelsea have done a very good job in Maresca's appointment, because he is able to handle the media, he's able to handle the scrutiny, and just sort of deflect it onto himself, right? And leave the players out of it. So that's a positive. I think we're going to be going in the right step here with this manager. But we got to keep stacking performances. 2 clean sheets in 2 straight away days. We have Barrow, and then we have you know, another match coming up. So we got a couple of games that we got to deal with. And we have a tough stretch with Liverpool, Manchester United, Newcastle. There's a couple tough games coming up. But I think that if we continue to play at this level, we should get points from a lot of these matches. So, as always, guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning into the video. Please like, subscribe, comment to the video. All the support is a huge help. Go visit Cy Phillips Talks Chelsea in the link below in the description. And we will see you next time. Thank you.